welcome to Waterdeep. Um, as far as the lore and the actual this is all gonna be like what I think Waterdeep is. It's not gonna be by the book. Apparently, there's like Griffin police or some shit, like guards flying
Yeah,
griffins and shit.
yeah, something weird like that. You are right.
Yeah. As far as the lore of this Waterdeep, it's gonna be very different because this is all in my head. Um, But yeah, to start off, you are a group of smugglers and doers.
Maybe Wells.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Um, yeah, as far as if you guys have done jobs together, yeah, like I'm sure you guys have like side hustles and stuff that you do outside of just smuggling.
Okay, so we know each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably bumped into each other. Like you're all a part of this underground community, so everyone kind of at least
We know
has
each other on a first name basis.
Just
It's
assigned
being
to the same project.
yeah. You don't necessarily know the name of like their kids or
Right.
their dog, but you know them by name, and you've probably ran into each other from time to time.
But what if our hustle is knowing everything about other people? You know, to threaten them.
Well, then, yeah, you would definitely know more about certain people than others. But let's see, do this. Then, okay.
I would kind of be curious about the other guy. By the way, can you set them to visible in the character bar?
What do
Just
you-
so I have a terrible memory. I need the names on screen.
Don't know what you just asked, but okay.
Yeah, what he's trying to say that can you add the characters that other people have to the journal? You can do that without adding control. You could say like controllable by or
Oh,
viewable by, and if you make it viewable by, then it's just easier to remember people's names. I agree with that request. That would be helpful because we all have new names than what we've done before.
Okay.
We can do that right now. Alright, some journals should start populating now.
Not
Yeah.
journals. No.
See 2 entries.
2 entries, 3 entries.
3.
I almost did your bird. I don't think everyone needs to know the name of your bird.
Everyone
Yes,
needs to
very
know the name of the bird. It's super important.
Okay, so yeah, right now you're currently at the. You've all probably walked in, heard about a job from. Shit, didn't give this guy a name. We'll call him Todd, which is going to be this guy right here. He kind of puts out jobs, contracts on Craigslist, which is just a
Guy named
a,
Craig with a list.
board. Yeah, a guy named Craig who just puts up notices and pieces of paper on it. Okay, 1 sec.
Well, let's just hope we don't walk into Schindler anywhere. We wouldn't want to be on his list. Well,
I told my girlfriend, I was like, hey, right in the middle of DMing, is someone dying? Yeah, so
Did someone
Yeah,
die?
so-
No, then don't disturb me.
yeah, so Todd's gonna. Oh wait, let me do this. Give me 1 sec. I'm like all over the place right now because this is the first time I've used Roll20.
Jesus.
Yeah. That's
Do you guys want to do like? Whoa. Okay.
Go ahead and change your jukebox settings because that's going to be the standard volume for.
Sure.
There we go. I adjusted it. It's good.
well, I guess it should have I should have asked this before, but are we allowed to spend gold on magic items or just normal stuff?
Yeah. Do you want me to get him the link that you sent me?
Yeah, go ahead and shoot him the link, and go ahead and deduct whatever you need to deduct, like on the fly.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
just
my
assume
bad.
that you've had it on your person. So yeah, Todd, he sent out a notice, and you guys got it via the underground network of like, hey, do you know if someone's looking for a job? And some guy tells you to go see Todd. He's got a smuggling mission for you guys. Don't mind the snow. This is, imagine it, grass. I'm just using this fucking map. So this smuggler's den that he has is probably about right on the outskirts of Waterdeep, so it's right there. He just can't have it really in Waterdeep due to it's a smuggler's den, and you don't want guards running into your shit and whatnot. So he has this little alcove outside of Waterdeep. You guys show up here, and he's got a smuggling job for you. Real easy, but the pay's good. He tells you that you've got 4 crates. You got to take them into Waterdeep. You got to take them to the... Fuck, I didn't even give a name for the inn. I'm ill prepared for this.
The Lion's Den.
Yeah, we'll say the Silver Spigot,
Oh, that's cool.
which is a big, very well known. It's gambling, ladies, men that you can do stuff with, booze. Some people heard about like drugs and stuff, but yeah, very popular, awesome place. He just needs you to take these 4 crates to the Silver Spigot. And yeah, so now you're all here. You have any questions for Todd? And you see Skeeter, his little henchman here. He's
Nice.
loading up these heavy crates, and Todd tells you, let me get character voice going.
Okay.
Yes, per usual, you are not allowed to investigate or open these crates prior to them arriving to their destination. We put a clairvoyance spell on them. We'll know if you open them, you won't get paid, and we'll find you and kill you. My reputation's on the line here. You know the deal. You've done this before. Easy job. Not that far, as opposed to the other missions.
Well, hold on, Todd. I came here with the assumption that this mission was going to be quite dangerous.
Nope, real easy mission. I just need some guys to get through the guards. And, oh, by the way, he pulls out a little pouch of, you can assume there's money in there, gold or whatnot. He's like, who's going to be in charge of the bribes?
Oh, well, I'll volunteer to that.
Yeah, I think it would be probably him or myself.
Yeah.
I'll give it to him.
Like, Todd.
Yeah, he hands it
maybe
to,
he's gonna- Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he hands it to, what's your character's name, Atreyu? Hula. Yeah, so he throws the pouch to Hula, and, yeah, you now have a pouch.
Who is Hula? Because it doesn't have a token.
Right.
I'm
Hula
assuming this
is
lady? Yeah.
Atreyu.
Yep.
You know what? I can do this as well.
And but
The character you know it is Lucian. The player
That,
that
yeah.
you know.
yeah, by process of elimination, this is Sahir.
Yes, that is me. Yes.
Alright, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll continue. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, boss. Obvious question. How much are you paying again?
Alright, for this mission it's going to be 1,000. Oh, sorry. For this one it's going to be, say, 500 gold per head on this one. So it'll be 500 per individual.
And all we have to
Does
do is
that
get
mean
by
that
some
the
guards.
bird gets 500?
Yeah, of course.
It has a head.
Yeah, funny
Listen, we
jest,
are
but
package
that
deal.
is not how this... But
So we just have to get past some guard. That's it.
Supposedly.
yeah, like I don't want to do this because I don't like, putting my face in town. But so that's why you guys are here. Easy mission as opposed to like going across the continent and smuggling and going through miles and miles. This is a real quick mission. You guys have done stuff for me before, so I thought I'd pick you.
Yeah.
Real easy.
Which is
Good.
why I don't get why I'm here. My reputation is that I only do hazardous missions. I assume that if shit goes south, that we'll be in some serious danger, right?
Well, yes, you're smuggling illegal goods into water, which is a lot of guards of things.
Well, there you go.
So yes,
I'm okay.
it is nice to have some muscle in case things go.
Well, don't worry. I'll keep these what do you call them? People safe.
Being, I got side. And Skeeter is just like loading these heavy crates, 4 of them in the back, the cart.
How big a crate are we talking here? Like roughly, what's the size of them?
Let's say pretty big crates. Let's do 4x4.
All right, cool.
Or-
Just small enough to be lifted, but really big.
Yeah, real heavy too. Like the contents are. Skeeter, he's not a big guy, so he's kind of struggling. And then he kind of casts. You see him put his hand over the crates, and they kind of just the lids glow for a second, and then the glow dies down, and they are just normal crates. You can assume that is the spell to know who opens the crate, and yeah, prior to arrival, if anyone opens it, it's not good for you.
Gotcha.
It's like, well, boss, that's all the crates. As he like puts his hands on his knees and he kind of leans over, just breathing heavily. It's like, well, thank you, Skeeter. You can go skedaddle. And he's like, well, good luck, guys. Have fun in Waterdeep. And he just kind of runs off.
I hate that guy.
He runs off.
My girlfriend hates him too. I've used this character before. She wants him to die so bad.
He ran off. Is he like
No,
running
see,
away
I
because he
love
thinks
the
he's in
cocky
danger?
thing.
Oh, sorry.
No, he's just like kind of like he's not running off. He's just kind of walks off into the building, and
He's
yeah,
not.
he's
Like,
just
I don't want to be
getting
around
a-
this shit any more than I have to. Okay, he's fine.
it's gonna blow up. No, it's not like that.
Okay.
He's like, well, if there aren't, and I will say it's going to the Silver Spigot. Maybe you've heard of it. The proprietor of Evan. That's why there's a lot of money going on this one.
Oh
so
man,
it's
love that place.
Say no more. Is
Yeah,
there anything
crazy-
we should,
crazy days of this.
Sorry.
You know it.
Oh, Evan? No, not personally. I just kind of go over there, have a drink, get some hookers, play some water. Maybe do some picks,
Well,
Nice.
which is essentially just crushed up pixie bones and stuff, since they are like
Wow, that's
very
gone dark.
poison. Yeah,
Sounds like fun.
yeah, it's like cocaine.
Just if cocaine was made from like unicorn dust.
Yep.
Ugh. Well,
It's like, well, if there are any questions, real easy mission. Like I said, just get the crates to the Silver Spigot. Talk to Evan. He'll pay you. Done deal. Then you can you can do whatever you want after that. I really
so what kind of ways are we gonna use to get in the city here? Is it just the front gate, or dig a tunnel, or what are our options?
well, I mean, these crates are very heavy, so if you dig a tunnel, dragging them through the tunnel would be very difficult. That's why you have the bribe to pay off the guards to let you through
Okay.
without investigating what you are carrying.
Okay.
That we smuggle things through Waterdeep all the time. There's certain
This
guards
weird-
that are on the payroll.
Okay.
We'll just do the old Kansas City shuffle, which is, pack that cart full of some I don't know, smelly fish or something, and no one will go on to investigate that.
I suppose you could do that if you wanted to.
Do you have any smelly fish?
I do not know.
Oh well.
But again, there are any other questions.
No, I think that's all the questions I have.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say there's probably room for 2 people on the front of the cart. I mean, I guess if you wanted to sit on the crates, you could all essentially fit in there. We'll say Juke. Wish Stu was here to tell me how to pronounce that, but Stu's character, he's this mission seems pretty cut and dry, pretty simple. He's gonna go read a book or go to the taco wagon to get some tacos.
Ah, that's a classic
Sounds-
joke.
Yeah. So yeah, he's like, you guys have this. We'll speak later, and Juke just jucks off.
Bye, Juke.
Wait, is that your owl?
It
Is that-
is.
no,
he's a hound,
my owl.
yeah.
He has a panther. I have an
We have a lot
owl.
of pets
It sits,
here,
it
actually,
sits
yeah.
on my head, and it almost doubles Khan's height.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So with that, is there anything you'd want to do prior to heading out?
I
And
guess
this
before we
area?
leave, I would ask that guy if he's still around. I say, do you know of any alternative ways to enter the city? As a smuggler, you might know.
Well, if he's just going to tell you, you could probably, if you
Sewer
could find a boat,
entrances,
you can. Yeah, let's go to Waterdeep. Looking at Waterdeep, you've got everyone on the map.
Yep.
So you've obviously got like the main entrance on the south side, and on the north side, you'll be coming in. Let's say the south side. If you could acquire a boat, you could get essentially go through into the harbor.
Hmm.
But there are guards at the harbor, and any incoming goods they will
Yeah, that
investigate.
probably control sea traffic a lot more than just people coming in by road.
Yeah, regardless of how you go into Waterdeep, from the top of my head, you're essentially going to have to go through ATF.
Oh yeah. That's no big deal. It's easy.
If there is I'm open to suggestions on how you want to go through it. Like, he did hand you a bribe because there are some guards that are on the payroll, and you just give them the gold, and they're like, all right, well, have a good day, Mr. Brown.
Yeah.
So I assume we've all seen some noble around town. That's what. Before. Just which kind of.
Yeah, are you asking like where the rich people live in Waterdeep?
No. I was just gonna say, because then I would try to make myself look like it as soon as we get to the gate, and kind of be like, I'm in a hurry,
Okay.
all that stuff.
Yeah, we can
Here's-
do
here's a
like-
little goal.
Yeah, you can make yourself look like a fancy boy, and
Yeah.
make you look less suspicious. Yeah, absolutely.
I'll even change my voice up just a little something.
Yeah. I mean, other than that, I can't. Looking at Waterdeep, if you want to jump off this cliff into the city of the dead, I cannot think of a different way of going in. But you do have a bribe. You do know there are guards on the payroll. You can disguise yourself to look like a fancy boy, and like if you wanted to, you could probably try to acquire a raft or a boat, but
guess it
it's
would
going to
be
have
a
to be a
good
relatively
point.
big boat to fit you all, as well as the heavy ass crates.
I think
Should we
could
just go around the table to see what arrows we get in our collective quiver? Because I don't know what, like, I can guess what Lappy the Stubby's class is, but everyone else I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, let's go ahead. In character, you guys know each other, but out of character, let's go down the list of
Yeah.
who your character is, what they are, what they can do. So we'll start with Zahir.
Yes. Zahir Toran is a Kalashite half-elf man who looks. Oftentimes, he looks like he doesn't give a shit about anything. He's often just staring into nothingness and doesn't seem to care much about what's going on. Doesn't really talk to you guys much at all unless it has to do with the mission or what's at hand as far as his personality goes. He's not cold. He's not uncaring, as in he doesn't. If you were to ask for opinion on something social, like what do you think about this guy? Do you think you can trust him? That kind of thing. He would weigh in on that kind of thing. But ultimately, he really doesn't seem to care much. He is a bard. I don't know if all of you have seen him work, but he seems to be kind of definitely not the conventional sort of bard where he tells a lot of tales and tries to make everybody feel better in that way. Like tries to spin stories or sing songs. He's not a singer. All he is, his bardness comes from his instruments he plays, primarily a flute. And it's, if you think about it, it's like often kind of off key and always in the minor key. That it's never really like very positive at all. It's always pretty dark and depressing, or like bleak and unoptimistic. Yeah. I wouldn't expect him to do a lot agency-wise. He's not going to be like the kind of guy that, despite him being chaotic evil, he's not going to be saying, "Oh, okay, I'm just going to walk over here and blow this up." He's not like that. He does everything for the money. He's a professional. As far as his professional ties and all that you wouldn't know, but he's just a working man like all the rest of you. And that's all I can think of.
Nice. Okay. In regards to, do you want to go over like spells so you guys have like an idea of like what each character is capable of doing in a situation? So you can. Like,
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
I can give you a basic outline of what I can, like my abilities in a general sense. I am good at manipulating people. I'm good at getting past, generally like a spy or an infiltrator. And I'm also decent at just general support, mostly like debuffing enemies, and not really buffing you guys. Again, he's more outwardly focused than party focused, but he still works with the party as far as he's not like egotistic or something. It's more like just his focus in combat is the quicker we kill them, the quicker we'll be able to continue on.
yeah, hinder the
So-
enemy as opposed to help your allies.
Yeah, I do have a couple things that can help, but most of it is just hinder enemies a lot. But I have healing word. That's about it, and greater invisibility. It's about the extent of my helpful abilities. Everything else is utility or a debuff of some kind or damage. Yeah. That's about it as far as what I can think of mechanically.
Nice. Okay. Hula. Hula?
Yeah.
I already forgot. Hula. Okay.
Yeah.
Like the hoop. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, Hula is like, I don't know if you guys know Kitsune, a fox person,
Yeah.
warlock fox person. So his Hexblade, he basically creates his own and shit like that. He's basically a con artist who one day he didn't understand that this guy was a demon, but he accidentally conned the demon out of his powers, and so he had his own super cool powers. You know, now it's that to kind of take what he. It's not usually. He's very like, not shifty in that you look at him, you wouldn't immediately trust him, but more like, you know, those kind of charm who will like say what they need to get things out of whoever or whatever. Say things what they need to get the job. As far as like spells and stuff, I also they have kind of like ability stuff. Isn't punishment, stuff like that. Things that'll hold people in place or misdirect enemy. Not really aggressive things. When it comes to combat, probably be in melee. Just these hacks. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got for. If there's anything more, you guys feel free.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
I
real
wanna
quick.
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, real quick, Atreyu, make sure that before you get through the gates, you have all the magic items that you wanted to get, because in combat, I'm not going to be like, oh, I had this the whole time.
No, I'm all good. I got the one thing I want. I
Okay.
got the smoke bomb. Never smoke.
Okay. Shane?
I just wanted to say, let's say that Zahir and knows Hula well, because they have like similar roles and groups.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't call them friends, but as far as his physical proximity to people, he's more near Hula than everyone else. And he operates in a similar way, but they're very complementary in that they can both do similar things, where Hula is pretty good at misdirecting people. Zahir is good at defense and at keeping enemies away, like not getting any closer. So that's like the way that they're similar but not the same, and was what I was getting at. And that they're also, Zahir knows him and better than anybody else, and stays close to him.
You guys also would know that Hula, in addition to just being like, you know, Hula-jing, like who they are as a person, they also have like they have turn into another person. No one's exactly sure who that other person is, but start kind of aware,
Right.
seeing stuff.
There's probably a lot of myths and legends about Kitsune. Like, they're
Yeah.
very mysterious.
Okay. Yeah, I can dig it. Yeah, so you guys have like a rapport as co-workers, essentially.
Yeah, better than anybody else in terms of
Yeah.
between each other, yeah.
Yeah, you've probably handled like jobs together that complement your strengths and taken them on together in the past. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Bloodbeard the Sturdy.
Okay. Bloodbeard the Sturdy is a former roadside bandit who is a barbarian, very much typical in that he focuses on strength, although he does have a small degree of charisma with his criminal background. He can deceive people, he can intimidate people, but he's generally combat focused. He very much cares about his reputation in the forms of like wanting to accomplish, you know, impressive missions. He doesn't care all that much about the gold, although he will insist on being paid.
Okay. Yeah, so it's more, the gold's a nice thing, but
Yeah.
you know, I want my name to be known, my reputation to be feared and respected.
Yeah. Not so much fear, but respect. Yes, definitely.
Karn Crazy Eyes Charnel.
Yes, Khan is a rogue, because I felt like we should have a rogue for the smuggling heist.
This is very fitting, yes.
And he's a kobold, so right now he's probably very uncomfortable because he hates sunlight. He's lawful evil with emphasis on the lawful, because he's kind of the breadwinner for his clan. He's got 33 kids, but his only real emotional attachment is to his old friend, you know, Old Ruffles, who came into existence when you robbed a wizard, and get it into his head that he was gonna learn one spell, and that's find familiar.
Okay.
And together they are the famous crazy eyes and owl who rob stuff all the time. And as a rogue, he's naturally very good at slipping around and stealth, and also acrobatic and hurting people.
Okay. Yeah, we'll let Stu introduce his character whenever he shows up from the taco truck. And yeah. So currently, I have you guys. Your token is going to be a tiger, because that's the only token I found that was, I guess, neutral in a way. So yeah, you guys are down here at the. How did I drag you guys places? Do I just highlight a spot and you go to it, or like your view, I guess, on the screen?
Oh, I think it's control. It's something like control double click or something like that. I'm trying to remember how it is. Like holding down ping. I think it's shift and holding down. Because holding down.
Yeah,
there we
that
go.
did it.
Yep,
Yeah.
Yep, that worked.
Okay, so you are the tiger right here outside the gates. We'll say you're a couple hundred yards from the gate. You can see the city from here,
Okay.
unless there was something you guys wanted to do en route.
Yeah,
Like I said, it's about a mile and a half from Waterdeep.
did we
so
actually
you-
want to go to the gate, or were we going to try a ship, or try
I
another
think
way?
we should just try the gate.
I
Okay.
think going through the front gate would actually be fine. We have a bribe, and we have people that are pretty good at sneaking. Or
Okay.
fooling
Yeah,
people.
let's not introduce angles into this plan.
Well, when we're just about out of sight, coming up towards them, I like cover my face with my dark clothes and hoods. Like, don't want them to see me.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you? I'm gonna let you have this. Do any of you have like a negative reputation? Like, are there wanted posters for you, like from previous run-ins?
I'd say
Or do you guys essentially stayed under the radar?
I would say only in the criminal world, not in the normal, like, lawful world.
Yeah,
Right.
Hula would probably not have it. Is how it.
Yeah, I pictured Khan's been at this for a while, so there's probably some sort of wanted posters, which is why I would like to hide now.
I was gonna suggest you could hide under the cart, and then
Yeah, that's what I get right.
to,
Like,
cover you up.
Yeah.
Or at least make it so that
Yeah.
you're like the false spot on.
yeah, like just cling below the card, like right behind the axis, so there's like cover from two sides.
Yeah. That or if let's say there's a blanket covering the crates, like a big wool blanket covering all the crates. So if someone needed to hide under there in between the crates or whatever, you can do that if you are known by the law.
I'm thinking if we're not going to like cover it with fish, the crates or whatnot, could we like label it as like something undesirable, like body parts or something? Like no one would want to look
bodies.
Oh yeah, we could label all the boxes pickles. Or,
at. Mm.
That's something
Like
that they
must
wouldn't want.
must remain sealed at all times. So
yeah.
Yeah, you could do. Well, I'm the DM. I'm not going to recommend it, but yeah, okay.
Crates of horseradish. Something.
Horse body parts. How about that?
Yeah.
Mm.
We're bringing in body parts for anatomy students,
Yeah.
and I'm the head professor at the university. So, all right, guys, let's do this.
Okay. Do
Okay,
we want to
so
have a plan
let's
in
take-
case they do insist on inspecting the crates? Like, if they do, then we can ask our bard friend to charm them or something. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would be. I have an emergency solution, but that's kind of like throwing everything to shit. So let's not rely on that one.
Could
I have
if
a
Marcel-
backup plan if they try to look at the crates too much. Or like if they're coming back to investigate the crates, outside of talking to them to get them to stop, I have another plan.
Yeah.
I can.
It's like,
If
do you have any
Marcel
illusions
is
that
under
might be able to
the
hide the crate's existence
Yes,
entirely? or
that's
something?
that's literally what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
I have a major image. I can just make it
There you go.
something else entirely.
Sure, that could work
Okay,
just
well,
fine.
that worked. Oh, okay.
Okay, so you label the crates horse body parts, or
Well,
what do you label?
One card's like, or one box is labeled horse legs, and the other is horse testicles. Horse head.
Yeah, it's stuff that someone would really not want to check out.
Brains.
Yeah.
Okay.
Horse rectum, stuff like that. Just anything they
Okay.
don't want to.
And Hula did the mask of.
Yep. So I kind of look.
Okay,
fancy.
describe.
He's got big old professor glasses. He's got the kind of white beard, that you expect professors to kind of have. He doesn't look significantly older. He still looks the same age, but he just kind of has more white hair.
It looks like a.
Yeah.
Okay. And someone cast minor illusion.
I was gonna say I could use that on Marcel's character card, but I think we got it. Take it.
I mean, it could also, I'm good at stealth. If Mark wants me, I could roll like a stealth check to
Yeah,
maximize
to, like,
the
hide.
chances of, I don't know, looking like a not in the card horse part or something.
Okay.
I mean, how evil
Yeah, I mean,
are
if you
we?
want to, you
'Cause-
can like, you're a kobold. You can probably like kind of tuck yourself away under the tarp
Yeah.
and just roll. Go ahead and roll stealth. See if you like sneak.
Yeah, I
Okay,
was going to
alright.
say, how
Well,
evil exactly are we? Because we could, like, have someone sneak into the city, start a fire as a distraction or some shit like that, but...
You could do that.
and just go right through. It's like, don't care at all about
Yeah.
people getting hurt.
Oh, there
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to
Is
do
anyone
that,
not evil, by the way?
I mean, I'm neutral. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I doubt anybody's good here. They're probably neutral or evil.
Alright.
They were good.
Yeah, that's true. Like one Robin Hood figure between all of us. Just these fucks.
okay, so we're all agreed upon. We're going through the gate and
Yep.
see the dice as they fall.
Yeah, as a last-ditch effort, if they try to look into the crates, or well, the problem is they try to open the crates. What?
Eldritch.
Yeah, we'll have to think of
We'll
something.
figure. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, yeah, you as you're riding in the cart, you're the gates get closer.
So,
Bigger.
one thing before we enter, does anyone have, like, magic that can make smells to back our story that these are body parts? What?
Yeah,
Prestidigitation? Oh, that,
Annihilation can do that.
Yeah, prestidigitation was the spell that came to mind. If anyone had that, that would work.
I don't think I.
Minor illusion can also make smells, I think.
I think it's
Think.
only sound and images.
Actually, yeah. I looked into it. It's only sound or images.
Really?
It's not.
Oh.
Can't be sound. Prestidigitation, I think, can though. So if anybody does know that, it would work.
Yeah, I think it does. Prestidigitation does like smells and stuff. I think it
Alright,
can
alright.
clean clothes. But okay, so you guys are going to the gate, and as you get closer, you see two dwarves in full plate mail, and one you can probably assume he's an elf by his height. And yeah, you get up to the gate, and one of the guards, the dwarven guards, goes up to you, goes, "Halt! What's your business in Waterdeep?"
I like give him some
Whoa.
dwarven welcome, like a hello, friend, and whatnot. He says, "We're just passing through. Nothing out of the ordinary, I suppose."
Roll persuasion.
Persuasion.
Uh,
Can I roll a deception, because this is out of the ordinary for us, and I'm slightly better. at that.
You are in fact lying. So yeah, deception would work in this case.
Oh! Well,
Yeah. Mm.
shoulda-
So he kind of squints his eyes and he looks at all of you.
Who was? That was good. Okay. Who was just like, well, sir, what we're here for is I must get these fresh horse parts to my lab. You see, we're on a very limited schedule before they start rotting back, and there becomes an epidemic for the people who paid for it.
He hears Hula explain this, and he kind of looks at Bloodbeard, and his nose starts bleeding. He's like, "Are you quite all right?"
I'm fine. I'm fine. It's the weather. I'm not too used to being up on the surface.
Right. Yeah, I can relate. Yeah. Oh, the air's quite thin up here.
Mm.
But yeah. You said horse parts for what?
Yes, sir. I'm a professor at the University of I don't know.
I guess roll history to see if you would know the name of a university or something in Waterdeep.
What a deep
Why?
university. But yeah, okay.
That was going to be the name.
Jeez. We're gonna start this off well.
Yeah, I'm
Wow.
not very good at
It's like-
history.
He kind of squints his eyes again. And he kind of tilts his head. He's like,
I say,
"Yeah, all right. I'm gonna have to take a look in the cart, see what's up. Something's not right." And before
Well,
he
as a
walks up to the back of the cart, the elf walks over. He goes, "Boris, go take a walk. I've got this." And he kind of leans over. He's like, "Hey guys, you got my bribe?"
yeah, man. I had.
Give him
Is
the
it
whole
just a
pouch.
one bag? Yeah, I was gonna say, is it one bag? Or
Yeah, it's like it's like one pouch of like
yeah.
some currency. Yeah, you don't know how much unless you check.
I was gonna check. Not now. Yeah, I give him the bag.
And he kind of like he catches it and he kind of weighs in his hand, looks over his shoulder at his comrades, and kind of like looking behind him, he tucks it away in his shirt. It's like, all right, yeah, horse parts, right? Well, Dr. Brown, you have a lovely day, and yeah, he fully turns around and goes, "Let them through," and they like essentially just step aside to allow the cart to go through.
I tip my into the good day. If you ever need horse parts, come find me.
Right. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, as they're going past, Zahir is just staring at this guy. Just this dead, like, emotionless stare as they go by. As in, like, maybe I know you, maybe I don't. Maybe I'll see you again, maybe I won't.
Well, that was easy.
Yeah.
So you solved my guard.
Despite
So-
the rolls, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean the bribe was there for a reason.
Yeah, it was, thank God.
Okay, so we'll say, as you're going through Waterdeep, you see, it's a busy place, urban, homeless people on the side, of like, panhandlers and whatnot. Is there anything you want to do as you go through
I will,
Waterdeep? We'll say that the Silver Spigot's going to be located right here.
I will keep an eye out and use perception against any of those people around us in case they're trying to like climb on the car
I'm-
or under the car or something.
Is
like pickpocket
Waterdeep
us.
more than... I'm sorry.
I was gonna say I'm looking for tails. Anybody who looks like
Yeah.
they follow.
No,
Let's say both Hula and myself are on the back of the cart looking outward, like beside the crates on the edge. Translate the trunk. And we're looking in the back, and I'm playing my flute with the effect of, well, for most people it would just be entertainment, just as we make our way through the town, which would take some time. It's actually just counter-charming in case anybody tries to do anything shenanigery.
You know what? And just to make the paranoia triangle complete, old Ruffles is just gonna fly up, just an owl, and I can see through his eyes. Just to give us a bird's eye view of the street.
Okay. So the whoever was looking out, go ahead and roll perception.
I did.
Jeez.
Garbage.
I mean, I rolled an
Hot
8.
garbage.
It's not that much
Yeah.
better.
Can I roll perception with disadvantage because I'm playing an instrument, but still roll it all the same?
Yeah, sure.
this is disadvantage.
Yeah, you
Oh,
still
14 is actually not.
Okay. 14. Yeah, all right. You see a lot of people. You don't see any.
Okay. I think we're good, guys. We
Okay.
did it.
Well,
Easy job.
yeah, he was right. This is an easy
Bird's eye
job.
view. Go ahead and roll for the to see what it's.
Sure. Let me actually see what it.
Yeah, we gotta warm up.
Yeah,
we gotta warm
well.
up these.
So we add +3 to that. So 22.
Hot roll.
Okay. 22. So your owl. Do you see through your owl, or
Yeah.
is it just?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like when I'm not looking through my own eye, basically.
Yeah, he's trading one sense for the other. He's
Yeah.
deaf and blind on the cart side, but he has all the owl senses.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So the owl, you see just people minding their own business. People like glance at you in passing. A lot of people just don't pay you any mind. Carts go through here all the time. You guys are not special. The owl does see two men. One of them's kind of rough looking. Got a bandana on his head. He's got some knives kind of hidden away. Him and a small dwarf. They're kind of tucked away in an alley, and they immediately, as you guys are coming up to where they're at, you notice that they're looking at the cart with fixed eyes, like they are interested in the cart, or yeah, and they just
Right.
follow the cart as it passes, keeping their eyes trained on it.
Must have a serious need for horse parts.
Yeah,
And-
sure. And
and,
I'll stop looking through old Ruffles' eyes and just I tip, like, inconspicuously try to tip Bloodbeard on the shoulder and tell him, "It seems like you might get your wish. Incoming, maybe."
Yeah,
He tells us, like,
as
the,
it
he
would
tells us, like,
seem.
the rough direction of these people.
Yeah. Just imagine like a little scaly hand poking up from under the blanket.
Oh, so
Nice.
I
Yeah.
see you point out these guys, and I stand up from the cart and pull out my weapon, intimidate towards them. It's like, do you really want
Nice.
to try this, you ass?
Yeah, so you all essentially look directly at them after what's your character? Crazy Eyes points out the two individuals watching you. They catch your eyes. They immediately just kind of nod, turn around, and walk into the alley, and disappear in the shadow.
Good enough.
I think I scared them off. I sit down and put my sword back in the hilt. It's like-
Yeah, it would seem they were not interested in robbing you guys or accosting you. They were just very interested in the wagon and its contents. But the rest of the trip to the Silver Spigot is uneventful. A lot of people just some guards pass, they kind of glance at you and let you go. But other than that, it's relatively. You are not accosted on your way, unless there's something else you would like to do en route.
It costs random passersby. No.
Not really. I was going to say, unless we want to set up a decoy with barrels that look similar, but I don't think we really care.
The time and resources it would take to find a cart, find crates of similar size, find a horse would not be very cost effective, I would say.
Definitely.
No, I guess Todd was right. This really is an easy job.
Yeah.
It would appear so.
Yeah, for sure.
Not the kind of job that builds a man's reputation. So.
Yeah. Is there anything you would like to do en route to the Silver Spigot?
Zahir concludes his song as soon as they arrive. He's not playing the same song. He's always been changing it up, but it's of the same style the whole time. Because it wouldn't take a few minutes. It would take a little bit to get here. But ultimately, he just steps down, jumps down from the back, and moves to the side and waits for the others. Just being polite enough to just wait until unloading the crates for the
Aaron.
others to weigh in.
Hula doesn't unload any crates. He waits for everyone to do it. He waits for the big guy to take the lead there.
I wrap myself in a cloak and pretend I'm an old kobold woman or something.
Ah, there we go. So, yeah, there's the horse.
Yeah, so I don't have Fog War turned on. You should be able to see the entire map.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Alright, yeah,
do not
so-
unload the crates just yet. I would rather the guy tell us, where to put these before.
Right.
So,
Okay, yeah, is there like a delivery entrance or?
Yeah.
well, yeah, you could assume that he's probably got guys to offload the crates. You just merely need to let him know that you are arrived, and he will dispense payment upon receipt of shipment.
No, I do not find any hidden entrances anywhere.
Yeah, it would appear that this is the door to go in to the Silver Spigot.
Yeah, listen, should we just
Sneaky bastards.
say like two of us play the just stay with the cart, and two of us get the whatever the proprietor. That's a real word, right? Proprietor of that inn to
Sure.
just pay us.
Yep.
I
think
never met a
when we
dwarf
had
who was
that-
shy of entering an inn, so I'll go in. So.
Okay. One of the base guys, myself or Hula, should go in. So I
Yeah.
bring this up in character to Hula and ask. I believe it would be wise for one of us to head inside with him. Do
I say-
you want to do so?
I say, pick heads or tails as I flip a coin.
I just give you this flat, like, disinterested look of I hate you. And I just say tails, like right before it lands, like regrettably.
Ah, tails. It looks like you get the pleasure of going in.
Hmm.
Good luck, friend.
Thank you. And then he just tries to catch up with the dwarf.
Okay, I'll.
Real quick, the health bars, do you see a number or do you just see a bar?
I see a number and a bar.
Number and a bar,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is there a way I can turn that off?
Turning off the numbers, unfortunately, no. It's a new feature they added, and you can't do that.
It's a shame.
Or it's getting
Okay.
rid of that.
If it's any help, I only see the number and bar of my own character.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Oh, on your characters, you don't see it on the.
No, we don't see anybody else.
No.
Wow, that
Cool,
would be
cool.
annoying.
Yeah,
That would be.
yeah. Okay, so who's staying with the cart? Yeah.
I am, and just by staying with the cart, I mean I'll just quickly try to climb that house to get a better vantage point.
Very cool.
Okay.
I know I can send the owl up here, but I picture Khan likes to climb. So that be acrobatics? Well, I guess if it's athletics, no. Then I will send the owl up there. But I just picture this is like probably a very rough surface.
Hmm.
So is it acrobatics?
Let's say acrobatics. That's fine. Or athletics, whichever one's higher.
I
That'll do it.
mean, are you a thief rogue? Because you could have a natural climbing speed if you do.
Oh, you're right. It's second story work. Yeah, never mind. I don't fucking need acrobatics. Like, I can
Yeah.
just climb up the surface. Well, thank you, Chris.
Yes, I've never seen
Yeah,
anybody
I'll
play
just
that archetype. That's good.
up high here so I can view like this entire back alley.
Okay. Well, I lower my hood so everyone can see my fabulous face and they know who I am, and I enter the bar not like kicking the door down, but kind of opening the door kind of rough, if you get me. Like
Yeah.
slamming
Yeah.
it. You know, make a scene. Everyone's eyes on me, you know.
Okay. Yeah, so you walk in, and no one notices you. Everyone's having a good time. You've got all these people here playing Waterdeep Hold'em, and over here you just got a bunch. It's loud. There's just music going. It's a hoot. This is like the place to be.
Okay. I do a good perception of everyone inside the room, see if I see any familiar faces. God damn, I'm rolling
see
shit
people.
perceptions. I see people. Wow.
Yeah, there are a lot of people.
So I guess go up to the main desk or the establishment. I don't know if I'm going to be followed.
Bar.
Could be.
Okay. Yeah, this would be Evan,
Evan.
the proprietor and owner of the Silver.
And this is the person we're delivering to, I believe. Okay. I'm like, you, Evan?
Oh, hello. What can I?
We have a delivery here, all the way from what's his name? You know, the blonde arsehole, you know.
You mean?
I just lean in. So here it just leans in. It just says Todd.
Todd, that's the
Oh,
one.
yeah. Yeah. He has no idea who Skeeter is. Skeeter's kind of like the. He's like, oh, excellent. He kind of waves over this guy sitting down to come over.
Mm.
He tells him, shipment's here. Go put it in my my quarters. He kind of nods. Says, all right, boss. I can.
We were told you
And he
would
just-
be giving us payment for this. So
Right. Of course. Yeah. Come with me. And he goes.
you sure?
And for the two people outside, you see this like kind of hunched over, big burly guy come up, and he's like, "It's all right. I got it from here. You can go inside and get a drink."
I hop off cart because I was just sitting. You don't need any help moving this.
No, oh, I'm all right. He kind of like bends his back, and you can just hear like his spine just cracking.
You should probably
So
warn him that
I
other
got it from here.
You should
Okay,
probably warn
say
him
no
that other
more.
people were looking at the crate early. The fins earlier.
Yeah, they were.
Nah,
It would
I
be
kinda
a
forgot about
very bold move to try and rob someone at their home where they
Nonetheless,
had the advantage.
But this may be more valuable than what they told, so we don't know.
You have no idea what's in there. Yeah, I take it. Is Karn gonna just chill on the roof?
Yeah, you know, keep watch out, but yeah, mostly.
Okay.
We,
Yeah, he just kind of looks up at the roof, sees a kobold on the roof, so he kind of just nods his head, and he just starts offloading crates. Yeah, we'll say during this whole conversation you guys are about to have, he's going to be loading them downstairs, and yeah. So Evan takes you into his office, and he opens his desk up. He takes out a small chest of opens the chest. There's a bunch of gold in there. It's like, it's all right. I've counted it already. Should be 500. How many of you were there?
10.
Roll a deception.
There we go.
Ooh,
My nose nonetheless starts bleeding. So,
So, are you all right?
It's fine. It's a medical condition. It's when I see gold, I just my nose, you know.
I've actually,
Yeah, this
I
is
hear Pat's blood beard on the shoulder, like kind of kiddingly. It says, he's just hasn't seen that much gold in a long time. It's taken him aback.
okay. Yeah, 10 you said. He kind of like shuffles through it, counts out a few coins, takes those out, and he's like, "All right, well that should have said 500, so that'd be 5,000 gold." There you
Wow. I don't actually say that in character, but wow.
Shouldn't it be 2,500? No.
500 times. You said,
Yeah.
Oh, for 10, right? Yeah.
yeah, you deceived him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was successful. So yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't even like. He's not even like, oh, it's a lot. He's just like, okay, here you go.
Okay. So I'm gonna add 5,000 to my sheet and give it out to the rest of the party members later.
Yeah, we've not done. We haven't decided to do a party pocket or anything yet. So
Okay. Well, I'll
You want me to? This
I'll
is-
be your
Yeah.
bag man. No one's gonna mess with me.
Then, honestly, you won't be spending a
Yeah.
lot of gold, or you shouldn't,
Yeah.
because you should have bought everything that you already need.
No, I want to do a shopping trip now.
I mean, we're in a casino.
yeah, all the same. Oh no.
Yeah, 5,000 gold. He kind of just motions to the door, and he's like, "Well, definitely enjoy yourselves. Stay, spend some of that hard-earned money in my establishment. We've got women, men, if that's what you're into." He kind of looks at Bloodbeard with the nosebleed.
He's like, "Why are you looking at me?"
He's like, hey, it's 2019. I don't judge.
Thank you. I prefer the company
2019,
of
the year of our
goats.
Lord.
Thank you.
But yeah, there's like I said, Waterdeep Hold'em. You can get sloshed. Downstairs, there's like the ladies. And he opens up another little box, and he pulls out a mortar and pestle.
Well, it's been a pleasure
He's like,
doing.
"Well-
business." Oh, sorry.
We're not concluded yet. It's just so I know you guys. He pulls out a little chest, and you see a bunch of little pigs there, still alive. They're all like, "Help!"
Oh jeez.
And he pulls out a pixie, throws it in the mortar and pestle, and just hear this crunching and this, I have a
Wow.
he just grinds it up. And he's like, he just sprinkles a line on the table. He's like, "Well, one of you needs to join me,
Oh,
so I know you guys aren't."
by all means, I'll definitely partake in this.
My constitution save.
Yeah,
That's really funny.
that's why.
This is something I just thought of on the fly.
Oh,
I
That's
just
why
wanted
at
to
this
do this.
point,
Christ,
they have
catatonic.
explosion. Wow, you're
Yeah,
picking
so
rocks.
yeah, has Bloodbeard ever done?
No, that's why he decided to
Okay.
do it.
Yeah. So you, not getting any instructions on how it's taken and whatnot, you just look at it and you just pull out your tongue and you just lick the lime. And
Oh god.
Evan just looks more.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that's good
It's like
stuff.
kind of just like big eyes. He's just like, he looks at Zahir. He's like, "You need to."
And Sahir kind of shakes his head in frustration and just says, "I already am."
Yeah, and he's like, "Well, I do not envy you." And he's like, "Well, let me know if there's anything else you need." And he just walks out.
I mean, did the guy himself take a load of their drugs, or?
No, he was so like
Mm.
flabbergasted by that. He just was like, "Nope,
Oh, this is good.
Yeah, you guys are on the line.
You're insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so what currently was the effect of that?
You feel
That will be interesting.
it's like your mouth is like really dry,
Mhm.
and you kind of like crunch a little bit because it's pixie bones. It's kind of like sand,
Yeah.
if you will, in your mouth. Yeah, and yep. So
I could do
Yeah.
with a
And,
drink.
Zahir
Sorry.
Zahir walks toward the door ahead of Bloodbeard and turns and says, "In case your heart explodes, I'll take your body back to your people." Kind of making a joke, and then he just walks off into back to the
I didn't know he cared. I say as you left the room.
Ah, there you are. Any
Oh.
problems?
No problems at all. No, it's good drugs. Yeah, they were really good.
Why is your nose bleeding again?
That's not from the drugs.
yeah, in a way, it's probably better that he didn't snort
Yeah.
Yeah,
pixie with the nosebleed. Yeah,
Yeah, to
Yeah.
slow down its metabolism.
it would go
slightly.
right in the bloodstream.
never done coke before, but that can't be.
No.
I mean, coke alone is probably not
Yeah,
good
it's
for you.
not-
But anyway, I digress. Yeah, as you guys are chilling out, the barmaid walks over to each one of you and offers you a beverage
Oh,
on a
yes.
tray, and she's like, "It's on the house." Evan told me.
I start
So,
to drink
yeah,
every
you've got,
beverage on the tray.
Okay, so she goes to Bloodbeard, and he takes all the ale, and she kind of just
All of it.
okay, and she goes back and gets more, and then finishes her rounds between all the party members.
She offers Hula a drink, and he offers her his. And that. But cool.
Oh, you kind of broke out. You offer her your number.
Oh, yeah. Like, give me a call sometime.
Okay.
And text me or how's it?
Roll let's say persuasion or just a hard charisma.
How did they
Oh,
chat up
look
girls
at it.
before phone numbers?
Oh, persuasion? Oh.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Hey!
She's totally into you. She's like, she kind of leans in. She's
I
like,
like
well,
a man who treats me bad. It's like,
Yeah. Will you treat me poorly tonight?
Oh, the absolute
Yeah.
worst.
Yeah. No. She kind of leans in. She's like, well, I'm off in 2 minutes for a break.
Mm.
If you want to meet me downstairs.
Hula says, bring me bring the other barmaid with you. And you gotta
Yeah, with a natural 20.
cool.
Yeah. She kind of nods and she's like, all right, yeah.
He,
What,
Zahir is just in the corner next to the bar, but not like on a stool or anything. He's not been drinking. He's just scanning the room. Is there music already being played by anyone?
I don't have a setup for like the actual position of where the bards would be, but let's do.
Show them
Let's see.
up! Show them up!
Yeah, let's say
Corner.
right here is like a guy's playing the lute and another one's playing
Banjo.
doesn't matter. Music.
All
Two
right.
string
Then,
instruments.
then Zahir would just come out to them and nod his head appreciatively, and then also sort of asking for permission at the same time, wondering if he can join them. He has a violin that he pulls out from his pack. And did he give like a glance back to him that he can join them?
Yeah, no, they kind of just look at each other, they shrug, and they're like, "Yeah, all right, just don't
Alright.
suck."
Yeah, he comes down beside them and kind of in front of them, and begins to play, trying to play in line with what they're doing, but never really offering anything that's like terribly upbeat or anything. He just kind of just tries to be in the background as he just watches the whole room for people. That's more of what his goal is, entertainment. So I'll do a performance.
Okay. Yeah, go do performance. So you're like just
Ooh.
surveying the crowd, see if there's anyone
Oh, jeez.
like
Yep.
trying to be.
Nervous or
Yeah.
just in general out of character in a way. Like there's people that are like getting mad that they're losing or laughing or whatever. But if there's anybody that's like really really nervous, tapping like their cards and looking around and like they're waiting for someone or something, that's who I'd be
Mhm.
looking for.
Okay. So you play really good. Go ahead and roll perception.
I'm not as good at that, but we'll see. Oh, nice.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Everyone is, I guess, on the level. Everyone's focused on what they're currently doing. People are playing cards. You see some people like frustrated because they're losing. Some people are elated because they're winning. You got this guy who's just sitting by himself, not doing anything. He's just there. Let's say he's like really sloshed.
Is he?
So he's like he's like head on the table essentially.
I was going to say, was he a
Um,
dealer or a patron?
He's a patron. He's very drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, but everyone's on the level. You don't see anybody suspicious. Yeah, it's just people having a good old time.
Great.
Okay. Well, that's all that I do then. Just playing along with the others and keeping a lookout, because he doesn't
Yeah.
expect this to go over easy. He's a very paranoid person. It never goes right.
I'm just
Okay. Yep.
watching and
Yeah,
playing
everyone's on the
and-
level. I will say, since you rolled 25, once you step in, the music was like it's already lively and it's pretty good. But now that you're in on it too, and you're doing so well, people kind of look over and they nod their heads like, "Yeah, it was pretty good, pretty
I
good."
can dig that.
Nice. It brought up the quality of the.
Hula's waiting to get laid. Bloodbeard, what are you doing?
I was just listening to the music and very enthusiastically cheering. Zeria. It's like, woo! Oh!
Yeah, you don't want to gamble, or well, you actually probably have an armful of mugs since you did.
Yeah.
like,
I got
take
a
off,
shit
yeah.
ton of drinks to get through, yeah.
Oh, and
I
you're
think join
yeah,
another
you,
drunk guy at
you
this
did
table.
just eat. You did just eat pixie dust.
Yeah, you're gonna be incapacitated.
Yeah, I got to figure out what that's gonna be like. We'll get to you. Let's see. Karn.
I think Khan is looking around to sees a lot of nice looking like pouches, but realizes it would probably not be smart to shit where he eats. So he's just gonna go to the next barmaid and ask, like, okay, you got some Waterdeep burner here. Like, I don't mean the good stuff. I mean the shitty moonshine they make down in the sewers.
Kind of
Get a
looks.
taste for it.
So you want the? He kind of looks to the sides. It's like, you want the good shit?
No, I just specifically told you I don't.
No, I know what you said. Like the good bad shit.
Good bad shit.
Like the really strong, really.
Ah. Hello, connoisseur. Ah, yeah. Hit me, man.
Getting mixed.
Yeah, I got some from cousin Phil. He's not even related, but anyway.
Yeah, I
he-
know him. Long Phil, right? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he's just got a thing with his eye. It's really freaky, but he makes good shit.
Yeah, oh
That's-
yeah, that's
You know
I
what-
love Phil.
yeah.
How do you think I got my crazy eye? That's just all the
Probably that moonshine. He's got a similar tick. It's probably really bad for you, but hey, he goes under the table. You see like this trap door. Well, you don't see it, but he kind of like opens a plank in the floor, and he kind of goes in the floor. And he pulls up this really big jar. He's like, hey, well, since you deliver this to me, and he just gives you this probably about I'll say it's about like a gallon size.
Okay.
Nice.
It's like, yeah, careful. The round matches an open flame. This thing will.
Nice. How
How
are the
does
other
it?
patrons regarding him? Since he's
And as he says that, he blows out a candle next to you. He's like, God,
That's man. That's a all right.
I would be devastated if anything happened to the son.
Okay, let's just give him a.
I would probably kill.
No, I get you.
Very
I mean,
violent.
you'd be justified.
He like leans in closer with like big eyes. He's like, I will murder. He's like, enjoy, and he just goes
Yeah.
back to.
I toast to him. You only live once.
There's a reason why there's no Dragonborn in here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do people here regard him since he's not a human or anything resembling such? He's not a humanoid that
This
people
is-
run into.
It's Waterdeep, right?
Sure.
Probably pretty cosmopolitan.
Yeah, I just that I thought that kobolds are kind of reviled.
Kind of like a goblin.
Yeah.
Like if you see a goblin, ew.
Yeah. At least
I will
mine
say
is disgusting.
it's the Silver Spigot is very popular, but it is of ill repute. So there are some shady stuff that happens here from time to time. Like the guy just crushed a pixie in front of you, which is it's illegal. It's illegal
While it was
substance.
begging for its wife and children or whatever.
Yeah. He's like, hey, you want to do as you're drinking? He's like, hey, you want to do some pixie?
But oh no, I don't touch the stuff anymore. Sorry, man.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. He takes a shot with you, gives you a
You know how
Yeah,
it
finger-
loosens
finger
your
guns.
bowels.
Yeah, let me tell you
Shitting
all
on
about my
control.
cousin, Rob Rock, and what he did while he was on Pixie Dust.
no, he gives you the finger guns, and he kind of just backs up and goes to serving other patrons.
Well, that's a shame. At least he left his jug here.
Of course.
Yeah, he gave you the jug as a gift or a token of good faith. Like this guy, he's very well off from the Silver Spigot. Like this is giving him. Yeah,
Just kind of
like,
lean back and like shake it in the direction of Bloodbeard. Like, hey, you want some of this?
Oh, I'd love to.
Because it's probably gonna kill me if I start drinking. So
You just have to have a high constitution, man. You've got to dwarf it up.
yeah, look at me, man. I got like look at your biceps and then look at mine. It's like, nope.
It's not about the muscles. I mean, I've seen goblins hold their liquor. I've seen way weaker humans. You know, they're pretty weak. I say quite blatantly in front of the room,
Well-
mostly of humans.
Let's start trying.
Oh, but by the way, I got the payment. So if you want to gather the rest of the members of our gang here, we can split it up.
Ooh, yeah, let's do-
Yeah, I suppose. It just I didn't think of them as the type who'd like enjoy this stuff. But yeah,
Ooh,
I'll
yells to
go
the
around.
barkeep like next to you and says, "Can you grab that bag for me, babe?" And your other friend,
wait, what bag?
he said he was splitting the money. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I said,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she goes ahead, grabs it, and hands you your cut.
Appreciate.
And as she hands you her pouch, she also gives you a key,
Oh.
and she tells you, go downstairs, last room on the left. Me and Sasha will be there in like a minute.
Oh,
Nice.
Hula gets up, finishes his drink, and immediately departs. Kind of waves to everybody in the party. So I'll see you guys later.
Nice.
Yeah.
So here,
You're,
just
Well, as Hula's walking through, it's like this hallway. There's like doors on the left and right. In one room, you hear like a bunch of people yelling and slamming on a table, and you can hear like knives sticking in the table. And the door's kind of cracked open. There's a bunch of people like huddled around a table, and there's a bunch of cards, and they're like yelling at each other in some foreign language. Then, other rooms, people busy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Um,
kind of-
Yeah, it's dim lit. You see, don't have a name for him. I'm going to just say Tobor, the guy with the crates. He's passes by you with a crate, putting it down in a room, locking it. That was the last crate, and he kind of nods. He's like, yeah, I guess he doesn't say anything. He's just like, hey, what's up? And passes by.
A nod. Keep heading to my death.
Okay.
No English, but good.
Yeah, you go into the room. There's probably a queen size bed and like a table with some shit, candle. Yeah, just standard F shack. Let's see. So, did Bloodbeard take a shot of the moonshine?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Actually, since it's D&D, I'm going to say it's sunshine.
Okay. But yeah, he's
Yeah,
drinking
okay.
everything
So
he can get
as
hold of because, as you say, his mouth feels dry all the time.
Yeah, and as you take a shot, you feel the powder, kind of just your mouth is no longer dry. You can feel like the powder going down your throat with the shot.
Ah.
And you kind of just all of a sudden, just crazy, and you feel you have never felt this alive before in your entire life. Like, you feel like if you stop moving, you die. Not that you will, but you are so motivated to just not stop moving. You want to just do everything forever.
Well, by all means, like, get on the bar counter and start dancing.
Yeah, but it's also like really, really hot. Oh my god, it's like you're like in the sun. So fucking hot. You're sweating. And Evans just kind of shakes his head. He's like, God. He's like, where's that music man? I told him to watch his friend. As you're like dancing, you're just like, yeah, everyone's looking at you like, oh boy. And you're just like, whoa!
Because I'm so warm, I'm going to start, like, taking off my clothes now. It's like,
Nice.
Yeah. So you just throw off your shirt and
yeah.
you're just like, you're just wild man on this bar. And he's just well, nothing we can do now. We just gotta. It's gonna be one hell of a crash.
And I don't think I managed to actually give the rest of the money to everyone because they didn't come by and pick it up, right? So
Yeah, I just did that. Let's just say I did it right before you started stripping, essentially. But then he just remains there and kind of stares at you, like bewilderment and amusement at the same time, before now having gotten what he wants, just receding back to this wall, this corner, near the door, but not actually leaving, and just waits quietly.
Yeah, as you're getting your gold and watching this, Evan kind of leans over. He's like, he's probably got another 2 minutes of this, and he's going to be out.
Well, it's a lot better than, like, realizing, like, sobering up in the middle of this embarrassing scene. It's like...
Yeah. So here just nods and continues along this way.
It's like, I've only seen this twice. But yeah, so Hula, you are in the room, and then the door opens. You see the two barmaids,
Nice.
and they. Let's see. Yeah, they both kind of like look at each other, and then they look at you, and roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh god.
No, the
no.
succubus. No!
Oh my god.
Oh my god! How many more saves are going to be in that one?
Yeah, none of those. First one, no. Yeah, so, yeah, you, man, my dog's sleep talking. Yeah, so Yeah, everything just let's say they both transform and they are in fact two succubus
Oh,
standing in front of you, and you're just like, this is great. This is the best thing.
this is
Nice.
awesome. Yeah, this is cool with me. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't think I've ever
and
occupied with.
yeah, they're wearing like very tight-fitting leather, and then one of them pulls out a ball gag,
Oh
and
lord.
the other one pulls out a whip, and
Oh,
they
boy.
just look at you like, we're gonna have fun.
Some beads
I-
and strap-ons.
I use my power to like manifest a sort of whip. Yeah, I like conjure my own whip and I say, yes, this is gonna be.
Yeah. Essentially, you just got tied up and just physically abused to hell, and yeah, you loved it.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. So that's what that happened with that.
Nice.
And then they just leave while you're still chained. So you're just
Wait.
down there.
Oh, ladies.
And as they walk, before they walk out the door, they change back into barmaids, and yep, they carry on their barmaid.
Interesting
All
lives.
right, I'll call you sometime.
Yeah. You are now no. So let's see.
I'm just curious about our shares. Where since we increased the amount that we earned, do we double the rewards? So everybody got 1,000 gold since we got 5,000 gold as well.
Sure.
I'm just making sure. Okay. I'm just gonna add 2 zeros to my platinum.
Yeah. A few minutes pass. Bloodbeard the Sturdy is shirtless, face down on the bar, like both his. Well, yeah, your hands are just hanging off the sides, and you're just.
Oh, someone put
very
pants
tired.
on me? I'm confused. I took off the
Oh,
pants.
yeah. There's this butt naked dwarf on the bar, just knocked out, just so tired.
Hmm.
And Evan walks down. He looks at his, the people. He kind of looks. He's like, "Yeah, I like this place," and he goes downstairs.
What's Karn been doing? Did he get his share, and how does he react to that much money? Marcel?
Sorry?
I was asking, how does Karn, like, is he very greedy? How does he react to that, having that much money, taking his share?
I mean, you know, he's mostly thinking, okay, I can make. Okay, there's enough food for the next few months for those fucking greedy mouths down there. Just put up
Yeah.
on that. But yeah, I mean that's nice. That's much better than 500.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I wish they all had it.
Actually, no. Evan doesn't go downstairs, but yeah, he goes up to Tobor, and he tells him to go ahead and open the crates. Let's see what we got. Yeah, Tobor finds Hula. And he's like, "Oh, what? I'm not even going to ask." He just untied.
I say thanks. I could have gotten out of it, but kind of afterglow, you know.
Nice.
I said I didn't.
I'll just stay in here for now.
It's like, yeah. Well, you better go back to your.
Oh.
Yeah. Just get. Oh. Just.
I assume I have to pull up my pants at this point, so I'm just gonna slowly dress myself,
Yeah.
head out.
Yeah, and then Tobor, as you're walking out, goes into that locked room to check out the crates. Evan kind of tells you guys, like, get your dwarf out of my.
Yeah, you know who I am.
Right.
I am Bloodbeard the
He kind of just
Sturdy.
yeah, and he motions all you to essentially the door.
Yeah.
He's I will.
I'll tell you when I've had enough.
Reluctantly, Zahir helps move him out just because he doesn't want there to be more problems. Yeah. So yeah, he helps to drag him out outside.
You've had enough, my man. Come on, strong foes to defeat. Somewhere else.
Hula blows a kiss and winks at the bar before you.
Sure.
Yeah, he opens the door and escorts you guys outside.
Yeah, I'm fine, and I just immediately vomit on the sidewalk.
Whoa, what happened to him?
Pix is a
He,
hell of a drug.
Yeah.
And I like.
yeah, as you all are outside, he nods to you appreciatively. He's like, "Thank you very much for delivering these crates to me. They're
Yeah.
very valuable. Thank you. And as he says that, you hear this loud, just ear-shattering explosion,
Oh,
and this huge fireball just erupts skyward from the silver spigot. Everyone make a, let's say, dexterity saving throw.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Ugh.
right? Decent bonus.
Nice.
Oh fuck me.
Nice. You had advantage, and then you still rolled like garbage.
Yeah.
Nice. Let's just say it's
It's,
because of your.
yeah, it stands to reason he's
Alcohol.
massively incapacitated
Yeah.
right now. Oh, I thought the fireball was directed at us, but I didn't quite.
No, the silver spigot explodes.
Okay.
Like this just Hiroshima explosion.
Well, yeah, I think we might be dead if that was the case.
But a large mushroom cloud explosion.
Yeah. Let's see.
Like a
Zahir
Moab.
makes it. Treyu, you're knocked prone. Yeah, Bloodbeard and Hula are knocked prone. So you take from the shockwave. 10.
What was that?
Okay.
10 points.
Everyone else, you're just on the ground and you've got really bad ringing.
Yeah.
Everyone's kind of blown.
No, the pixie
And-
drugs. What happened?
Yeah, so this huge explosion emanates from the silver spigot. Everyone gets blown back. You all like see this gray haze. Your ears are ringing. Think like World War II movie after an explosion.
Right.
Yeah, and then Evan stands up. He's like, "My
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah,
bro?
holy shit.
What did you do?
Did somebody order
what did
that?
you do?
Did someone
What
order
did you
that?
put in those crates?"
We didn't put anything in those crates.
Yeah.
Listen,
Why
Are
don't
you
have-
sure?
told
grabs-
not to look in the crates. You know how these things go.
Grabs Zahir by the collar. He's
Yeah.
like, "What were in those?"
And Zahir just kind of gives it this
Are you sure someone?
serious look
Oh,
of
sorry.
like you shouldn't do that, but and he says, I don't know. They specifically chose not to tell us.
Yeah,
What did you think was in the crates?
yeah. Are you sure this
It was-
wasn't?
Man,
Are you sure this wasn't the result of that
It was
alcohol
supposed
you
to be
talked about
like
earlier?
ancient artworks, fucking just old shit that wasn't supposed to be a fucking bomb.
well, your laborer who was hauling crates early went in the room right before upstairs.
Yeah, I told him to check the crates, and as you're doing this, some guards show up. Someone walks out of the establishment like on fire. And
Nice.
Oh no, my succubus! No.
Quickly, someone piss on that man.
And yeah, as you let's say you're doing about 10 minutes of like trying to figure out what's going on. And they start dragging out the bodies, what they could get. Like the establishment's not like really burning. It was just a big concussion explosion kind of thing.
I see.
Did anyone survive?
Yeah, so they're no. It would appear not. You just see them dragging out just bodies and bodies and bodies. Trying to find more corpses.
So I'm picturing now is like Breaking Bad season 1 episode 6.
Yeah. Well, so, yeah.
I'm actually going to say you guys went out the way you came in. So
That makes more sense, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Holy cow. Alright. I mean, job done, guys?
Yeah, we
Not-
got the money.
not- Yeah.
it's like no, you gotta help me find out who blew up my place. If you're telling me the truth, which by the way, roll a persuasion to hear.
Right, of course. I'm pretty good at that, but I might roll like garbage. Nope, okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he kind of just looks at you. He's like, all right, well, whoever put whatever in those crates obviously wanted me dead, my establishment gone, and probably wanted you to die as well.
I mean,
Hang on. You're
A
right.
logical conclusion.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine if we had been more careful and wanted to see the exchange in person. We would have fucking been dead.
Yeah, you'd see. It would appear you guys were the fall guys for whoever just blew up my shit.
Yeah, that's one of who's faults.
Yeah, folks, I'm just going to spitball here. Todd or Skitter? Skeeter.
We
that-
are gonna have to talk to Todd.
Yeah. I'm unsure
So,
of his affiliation in this. He may know something, he may not. He may just be like a go-between.
I like sobering up at this point. And
Wait.
oh, go on.
Oh yeah, you're fine.
One
by
thing
now.
I wanted to do, because I just remembered something, Carl's just gonna sit down and oh god, I forgot my old name. Old Ruffles gonna fly up and just look in the nearby streets for those two fucks we've seen before.
Yeah. Is there one like running away from the scene?
Yeah, pretty much. Or just generally, is anyone, acting really suspicious besides us?
Yeah, it could work. Yeah, go ahead and just roll perception for the owl.
Perception? Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. As let's say it was a big explosion. Bunch of guards are here. Let's say probably about 20 guards trying to put out the smoldering flames, carrying out the bodies. You see one guy with the guards. He looks higher ranking member, and like an overcoat and whatnot. He's just examining the bodies, trying to figure out what the fuck happened in his city. And you see him kneel down over one of the corpses, and he places his hand on it. Is there anything you wanted to do in the meantime? You said you wanted to owl. You just see the ruins, the walls are the building's gone.
Hmm.
It's just flattened rubble.
Has it gone through to the basement level?
Oh yeah. The with the perception, you can assume that from what the owl is able to see, the explosion came upward from the floor,
Hmm.
and everything exploded out from the stairs. So outward from the stairs. You can surmise that yes, in fact, the crates were armed to explode once someone opened.
Right. But this is not a switcheroo. Like this was probably really. the
Yeah,
thing
you were
that
carrying
exploded.
around crates of like very high explosives. Roll. Let's see. Who knows Waterdeep the most? Like, who's been here, done jobs here before in the past?
I would say
I will
probably
actually-
myself or Hula.
Yeah, Hulu probably does a lot more missions that require like people interacting with people.
Right, I would say actually Hula would probably do it because Ahir tends to go places, like small little places, like estates and things, other places, elsewhere, not Waterdeep. So I'll give that to Hula. I think Hula would
Imagine
be-
Khan usually doesn't talk to people, and Bloodbeard interacts with them once.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hula. Roll whichever one's the better roll for you. Roll history, insight, intelligence, or yeah, one of those to see like what, because gunpowder isn't a thing in this
Yeah.
universe. I guess I should explain this to you. It wasn't gunpowder. What
No, I
could
kinda-
have made that explosion is like
I was gonna
Probably
say, I forgot to do this earlier. We're busy, but I have it. So now, kind of after the fact, I'm gonna try to see if there's any magic, lingering magic.
Like residue.
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
is this a magic fireball?
So,
yeah. With that, you kind of have this like, I guess, like radiation from the explosion itself. You sense that with Eldritch Sight, I'm just going to give it to you since that doesn't seem like something you need to roll for.
No.
What caused the explosion was very large, like keg of Fey fire. I'll say. I just made that up.
Yeah.
Didn't have it planned. It's essentially a liquid. Think nitroglycerin.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very, very explosive. You can surmise that there was the spell that was cast on it was the trigger to, I guess, activate that explosive once opened.
Mhm.
Hmm. I wonder if the thing that he said was a clairvoyant spell was a lie.
Yeah.
That'd be hard to surmise.
Yeah, as far as like seeing if there's anyone like running from the scene of the crime, you just see a bunch of people. Like, what'd you roll for perception?
He was pretty good. He rolled.
Yeah, rolled 20. Yeah, you don't see anybody shady running away from the explosion. You just see a bunch of panicked people, like, kind of gathering around. Some of them are running away. Some of them are pulling out their iPhones.
you have to get a selfie
Yeah,
in there
you don't-
somehow.
Yeah, hashtag this shit just blew up.
Yeah.
Shit blew up, dog. Well,
But yeah, through the rubble and whatnot, you don't see the owl does not notice anybody noteworthy.
Sure. Seeing that
Um,
we've done that, I approach this errand guy and says, well, why would anyone want to destroy your establishment? Do you have any enemies? I mean, I know we might know who did it, our employer, I should say, but if there's anyone else you have in mind that might be responsible for this, by all means.
It's like, well, I mean, there's some upset customers. There's I'll have to get some time to think on this. Like, man.
Well,
Uh,
I'm sure glad. I hope you have insurance because we're not probably going to get the cost of that establishment back.
It's like, oh, and my stuff was in there.
Yeah,
Oh.
and
Nothing
a
to
couple of
survive.
employees, but they're not that important.
oh man, Tobor.
Hmm.
And as you say that, as he says that, you notice that the cloaked figure leans down over to Tobor's body and he touches it, and he kind of just sits there still for like a couple minutes, kind of muttering to himself,
Hey, that's a second.
and then his head shoots up, looks at you guys in the alleyway, stands up, points his finger in your direction. Mind you, there are about 20 well-armed guards behind him.
Mhm.
Points at your direction and says, "Seize them."
Skedaddle, let's skedaddle.
I'm gonna.
Evan just goes, "Oh shit, we gotta go."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the
Sure.
buzz.
Yeah, I think we murdered him. All right then.
Crap, it's a fuzz.
I'm like,
I touch the nearest person next to me and become invisible and start running. So whoever was closest to me gets to be invisible.
I'm just going to persuade him and say, look at me, I got caught in the blast like everyone else. We're not the ones responsible for this, you dumbass.
Yeah, all you know is that he touched Tobor's body and is immediately interested in accosting you, like arresting you.
Zahir wants to wants to get a good look at him as best he can. Cast this encode thoughts to try to remember what he looks like
Mm-hmm.
roughly as best he can, and then it begins running. Like this would be all one motion, running in the same direction that Hula goes.
Okay, so you're trying to figure out who the cloaked figure is?
I'm essentially just getting taking a picture. Is really what it looks. Is essentially what it boils down to that I could use later to
Mind picture.
recall. Yeah, the mind picture. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'm like running off in the same direction that Hula was starting to run. I won't say that I got the invisibility. Let's give that to probably the Barbarian. Whoever has the weakest stealth, we could say that was next to him.
I mean, my
With the
stealth
benefit
is +6, as I said, criminal background and all.
Yeah, mine's +9.
Mine's +11.
Oh wow, you're
Yeah.
all higher than
We're a stealthy bunch. You know what? I can make us stealthier. Should I just
Yeah.
do that? I want to do that. Because I bought an ever-smoking bottle,
Yeah.
which I will now
Oh, I have one
uncork.
too.
I was about to say,
Great.
it seemed like a good
Let's just say
opportunity.
we're doing it at the same time.
I turn invisible, pull out mine, and we just smoke bomb.
Smoke bomb. Perfect. Okay. And
Well,
Evan,
that's more than enough, yeah.
before you guys start running, Evan just is like, "Oh shit, the fuzz," and he's like, "Meet me at fuck, I'm gonna name the place. There's a little seamstress out by such and such alley. That's the actual name, such and such alley. Meet me there. We'll figure this out and make whoever fucked up my establishment and almost killed you guys as well. I don't care about you guys. Who almost killed me. Pay."
For the
And-
guy.
He just runs. He just fucking dashes
Yeah, so do we.
down the
right?
alley.
Yeah,
Yeah.
who was out of there?
Yeah, I'm just booking it.
Yeah, and you hear these heavy metal footfalls of 20 guards rushing your direction, and then smoke. And then one of the guys is like, "Oh, what the fuck, smoke!" And there you hear some people falling, you hear some boxes
Yeah.
breaking from
I
guards
was gonna
falling on
say,
them.
was there any crates I could throw in their way so they trip over shit? And
Yeah, they're all tripping over this. Some guys are ramming into these barrels. Other people are just tripping over the ones that have already fallen. They are not having a good day.
Yeah, telepathically, I ordered the Raven to stay with me, but flying overhead. Actually, that's kind of a giveaway of where I'm going. I would tell it to come back down to me, on my shoulder. Just return to me like normal. Because I don't want to have this giant arrow pointing down of where I'm going. That would
Whoa,
be
that
weird.
bird!
Yeah.
Follow the bird.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
Through the smoke, as you guys are booking it,
Mm.
you kind of look over your shoulder, and through the smoke, you just see this cloaked figure walk through the smoke, shaking.
somebody
And yeah,
shoot
you
him.
guys haul.
Yeah, no, I'm out of there. Sorry, guys. I'm
Yep.
gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Long guns, but as quick as possible.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
Do you guys want to like
yeah.
split up? You guys know where to go, or whoever doesn't know Waterdeep very well, you might have a hard time
Yeah, just
finding it. You guys want to split up, or are you guys just following Evan straight to the
that's what I
location?
was going to ask. Like, if we know where such and such alley is, Karen would suggest. Yeah, like, I'm gonna split off. I'm just gonna. Maybe they picked the wrong trail. They're not gonna catch me.
Hmm.
Just I'll meet you guys there.
Yeah, I'm invisible, so I'm just gonna tail what's his name, Evans. I'm just gonna wait till he kind of runs a little way, then follow him to the place. Make sure
Okay.
he's not getting tailed.
Is anybody splitting from the party?
No.
I think I would, like split off with the ever smoking bottle in hand. Just
Right.
leave a trail into the wrong direction.
Yeah. As you're leaving, you hear like these
don't-
whistles blowing. Just cacophony of whistles blowing from the guards, essentially alerting other guards like, "Hey, we need backup over here. We're getting."
Yep.
So, yeah, they are looking for you guys.
Yeah. I'm remaining
let's-
with Evans and them. I don't want to go off on my own. I know Waterdeep decently well, but not as well as Hula.
Okay. So everyone's sticking together,
Yeah.
except Karn. You said you were.
Yeah, he's doing a diversionary tactic with the.
Yeah, kind of. Because I'm fairly certain they're not gonna catch me because I can 120 feet per turn. So
Yeah, you're
this is-
pretty quick.
it's
Yeah,
rogue,
but there's a lot of tabaxis on the guards' payroll. So.
Well, unless they also have 5 feet and are rogues, I'm
Yeah.
still faster, probably. But yeah, it's true that they would be quicker. I guess the idea would be more like split off on distance, and when I'm certain I like got them on my tail, just try to slip away and hide.
Right. Probably put
Okay.
a cap on the.
Yeah.
bottle so
Stop
that-
the. Just
yeah.
make it like kind of end here, the smoke trail.
Sure.
Right.
Well, I rolled a d10. If it was higher than a
Yeah.
5, you would have ran into some guards. It is
Okay.
uneventful. Like there's like some. You kind of just saunter off from the panic. Yeah, people have seen kobolds. Like they're rare, but they're not like whoa. Yeah, you are not being pursued currently. The rest
Just
of
to
you.
be clear, like I'm leaving a giant trail of smoke behind me.
Oh, your
Yeah.
smoke trail. Okay.
It's kind of the idea, make them chase me so the rest of the party can slip away.
Right. That was his.
Ah,
whole goal. Just trying
okay.
to pull them away from us.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Sorry, didn't get that. Yeah, if you are actively trying to be pursued,
Hmm.
yeah, they're they're not taking a year to get up from the ground and get through the smoke. They'll follow the smoke trail. So you're currently being pursued. Are you you're just running?
Yeah, I'm
from
just
these guards, you're
running.
not trying-
Basically. Like
Okay.
the smoke, I think, doesn't get dispersed like on its own. So I'm just basically, I'm the road runner. I leave behind a giant trail of smoke while I'm speeding through Waterdeep.
Okay.
And then the
Um,
idea is kind of, after a while, close the lid on the bottle and just kind of try to slip away into an alley.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's say they're about 100 yards from you, since you guys like really messed them up with your elusiveness. Yeah. So let's say you make it around right there. They've been pursuing you this whole time. Let's roll now. You say go around a corner, and there's some alleyways. There's some stuff to hide in and whatnot.
Stealth? Would you say stealth?
Yeah, I would say roll stealth to see after they go around the corner if they see you or if they luck out and pursue
Yeah.
you more.
Okay. Okay.
Nice.
Hey.
Yeah, you see a wicker basket, and you jump in
Indiana
it,
Jones.
and then you put the lid on, and you just hear this like clang, 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 clang.
Stampede.
It's like, he's around here somewhere.
Imagine you
And
were
the
free
footfalls eventually go off into the distance, and then it is back to just the rabble, like rah 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 rah, city folk. That's all you hear.
Rabble.
Rabble, rabble.
Okay.
So yeah, you have evaded the
Oh, cool.
and
Then I would.
like essentially just they are way off the rest of the party's trail because you just pulled them essentially the opposite direction where they needed to actually go.
Excellent. Well, then I'm going to head back to so and so alley.
Yeah, he wants.
Such and such.
Yeah, he wants to catch up with us.
Yeah, you let's say with that distance, there's guards running around all over the town.
Yeah,
So
sure.
roll another stealth check to see if you're dipping and diving through alleys, kind of sneaking your way to the location.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm. Yeah. That's what I'll
Would it
picture.
take about an hour for him to do this? I don't know how big relative to how fast.
Yeah, like scaling.
Hoo-hoo.
I think I got it down
Pretty
to
good.
like miles or something.
Yeah, that's what I saw when I was moving the arrows. So I was just wondering.
Yeah, that's 6 miles. Yeah, you're just dipping and diving. You're avoiding guards. Yeah, you are able to make it in about an hour to such and such alley. Hello, Stu.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Stu?
Nothing, just falling apart, health-wise.
Oh no.
Oh,
No biggie.
So we went ahead. I went ahead and the contract that they had was not particularly interesting to you. So you were just like, "You guys handle it. I'll just go to the taco truck."
Yeah, I'm an old guy, and sometimes I'm just stubborn, or like me, I'm just I just have a rough day, and I'm like, I'm not doing shit.
Yeah. So I'll say while you're at the taco wagon, you hear this loud explosion from the Silver Spigot, which is where your co-workers were working at, delivering some crates. You know that much. So one could assume, hey, something went bad with the deal or something. And as you're like, oh shit, you see a human man being chased by whoever's not invisible.
I mean, I'm not invisible.
Yeah, you see Bloodbeard running with this man through the street, just run past you.
As we're running along, I'm gonna do a message out to him and say, they're not looking for you, but you should come with us. Like asking him to follow us.
Oh, I grab a taco on the way past.
Yeah. Yeah, you just grab a taco off the,
Yeah,
the little
go.
counter. You don't even pay for it.
Yeah,
It's just like, hey, you have to pay for that.
it's on him.
I invisible. I'm invisible, and I just run by and grab a couple tacos while he looks at me.
What the fuck? Flying tacos. And yeah, so you got a message from Zahir saying, "Hey man, come with us. We need your help," or
Yeah.
whatever he said.
Yep.
With that, if anybody wants to take a break, go ahead and take one. I need to go smoke. And whoever's not taking a break, if you could update Stu on what has happened, or actually we could do that. We could do that at such and such alley.
Okay.
like in character.
Will we have the hour of short rest in the alley waiting for
Karn.
Karn?
Yeah, because Karn's not going to be able to just book it straight to the location. He's taking
Yeah,
his
yeah.
time, being all stealthful and whatnot. So yeah, I'll say you have about
Yeah,
an
it's
hour.
gonna be a path like something like that.
Yeah, fortunately, Karn, you cannot. I don't think you need to, but you're
No,
booking
I
it this
have
whole time.
literally not used nothing that would require.
Yeah, so you're fine. But anybody else, you can take a, I guess it'd be a short rest or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, with that, let's go ahead, take a break, and when we get back, we'll update. Is it Juke or
Juke.
Juke? The party will update Juke on what the fuck just happened.